Hello my fellow Retromaniacs and welcome back to Let's Watch and React to Mickey Mouse in Black and White Walt Disney Treasures DVD. And today I'm watching the Galloppin Gaucho from 1928. It's great that these shorts are now in public domain in the US. I don't know if the EU law is similar, because I think Iwerks died in 1970s, so it's only like 70 years after the death of the last author, so whatever. But YouTube is based on US, so I'm following its copyright rules. So I don't have to edit these videos. It's only the birthday party is the first one that is under copyright as of 2026, but next year it will also be public domain. So let's watch this one. I've seen this earlier, but that was a colored version.
The last thing
Walt Disney what do you have to say, Leonard?
Was turning Mickey Mouse into a corporate symbol, or even into a role model. Mickey was always a good guy, but he came out of the same rough-hewn barnyard background as many of the people who made those early cartoons. And their sense of humor was not exactly refined. Some people are surprised to see Mickey and the other characters doing things that might be considered antisocial today. Chewing tobacco, smoking, or pulling on a cat's tail, for instance. Cartoons weren't very sophisticated back then, to say the least, and it would be foolish to judge them some 70 years later in the context of today's manners and mores.
Exactly. So no need for warnings or anything, or censorship to say the least. Yeah, I really hate that, I think Disney forbade to release new reissues of old comic books that had little Hiawatha cartoons or comics because of their depiction of Native Americans, which sucks because you don't want to censor the past, and little Hiawatha comics, they were made until I think 1990s. So I don't know why now in 2026 they are being censored or erased from the history of Disney canon. The same goes with South of Song of the South. What was the? Yeah, that's the film with Uncle Remus. And again, like Disney these days, they censor everything related to the song Chippity-Doo-Ah. It's removed from everywhere. The characters, the rabbit and the fox and the bear character from Song of the South are also retroactively censored from new releases of old comic book collections. So that sucks. I'm actually planning to watch Song of the South at some point. There have been some remastered 4K releases, unofficial ones, of course, because Disney won't even acknowledge its existence. So I'm interested to watch that film at some point on my channel. But yeah, it sucks when companies want to remove their past in a manner of censorship. I disagree that completely. As it's a part of our culture. There's always been nasty things done in the past, but you don't want to censor. You don't want to censor what happened in the World War II, or you don't want to censor what happened in the Middle Ages. Just everything that was that's deemed immoral nowadays, it should exist. It should be preserved in its original form. Okay, about enough of ranting. Let's concentrate on this one. Let's see. In the background is just like 2 screens wide until it loops. Cantino Argentino. I like that. Doing knocked of a reward. El Gaucho. Oh. Mickey is like a criminal here. But yeah, I think in these early cartoons, Mickey wasn't like just like Mickey. He was like playing different roles. He could be like a villain or a hero or a Zorro or Tarzan or whatever. Big eyes with this Mickey model. Drink that beer. Yeah, let's play tough. Now who is this character? Yeah, I've seen this cartoon. There's some great animation here. Rubber hose animation. I don't know if that's supposed to be like big Black Pete. Yeah, these sound effects, or lack of dialogue, replaced with just some weird grunts or instruments. But yeah, I really like these old cartoons with their like music, how it absolutely synchronized with the movement and action. Okay, once again, there's like comic book styled thing. There's like text coming out of the mouth. Classic. Yeah, everything that's impossible is possible in these old cartoons. You can just stretch any animal or inanimate object to anything and use it. I don't know if there's like a video game that like follows this kind of thing that you can like turn into objects of the game, objects of the levels into something else by stretching them, or that would be an interesting like puzzle game, or like how many different uses you can have for your companion or some animal you can see on level. Use it in a platform or something, or ladder or something. What are you gonna do? Abuse her? You can just go through the hole, I think. You can stretch, so why can't you make yourself small? Well, there's some rules even with the rubber hose animation. They cannot like go become smaller or bigger. What was that sound? Like kazoo? Yeah, I don't know why they couldn't have like voice lines or dialogue in these old cartoons. Maybe because they had to like record it separately. How is that possible? Oh, full of piss. And then they use their tails as springs. Classic. All right. Let me give my stars. All right. So I think this had better plot for sure than Steamboat Willie. You know, you had like your protagonist, and you have to rescue the girl, and there's like the bad guy Mickey had to beat. So for that I will give 3.5 stars. And direction was also I think better than in Steamboat Willie. Missing scene, well, it was quite simple. You had some buildings, interiors, but nothing major. Oh, why is this different? Sound and music. I like the music. I think that was like just arrangement or variation of Mickey Mouse, Yoo-Hoo, Minnie Mouse, Yoo-Hoo theme. Let's give it 3 stars. And overall, I think this was stronger than Steamboat Willie. But I gave it the extra star because it was so special, being the first Mickey Mouse and first sound cartoon. But I think this deserves 3.5 stars. Not just by being historically important. All right. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.